Welcome back to my channel. You already know it's your boy Hood Diggity, the Rock Reactor, back with another video. Yes, sir. Before I proceed, let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know what country, what city, what mountain, what hill, what cave, what island, what planet, what universe. Let me know where you at. Represent your hood. Yes, sir. Mar-a-Lago shooting. An armed man killed at Trump's Florida home, but he's actually in D.C. It's crazy, man. This is crazy what's going on, guys, with people trying to kill the president. I understand, guys, that Trump, I don't agree with everything Trump does. And a lot of people hate Trump. It's like it's like I'm the only one that's in between. Because Trump, you either hate him, despise him, you loathe him, or you love him and you worship him and you think that he is the best thing since sugar. And it's true. And it's no in between. It's like it's very rare you see somebody like in between. But I believe, guys, that incidents like this, it's just un-American. Nobody should support this. Nobody should support this. Nobody should participate in shit like this, guys, because it's really un-American, guys. It's just un-American. Trump was voted in. Regardless of what happened, Trump is the president right now, and he was voted in. Like every other president is. If you don't like Trump, shooting him or trying to kill him is un-American because he was voted in. How would you like it if the person that you voted for, the person that you worshipped, would be killed? If you don't like Trump, hey, rally against him, talk against him, vote against him, start a big campaign to run him out of office. It's the way America works. It's the way America should work. So trying to assassinate him or try to assassinate anybody just because of their ideas, what happened to Charlie Kirk, that was un-American. I totally agree with that. But let's get right into this one, guys. I know I'm talking too much. And before we go, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the screen. Let's get right to it. Mar-a-Lago shooting.
Service says a man in his early 20s carrying what appeared to be a shotgun and a fuel can entered a restricted area around Trump's
he had a fuel can. What was he planning to do? In a shotgun? Wow.
Beach, Florida home early this morning before he was shot and killed by authorities. I want to bring in CNN's Julia Benbrook. She's at the White House. So, Julia, how is the president's team responding to this?
Yeah, the most important thing to note here is that President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump, they were here at the White House at the time of this incident, but they travel often to their Mar-a-Lago estate. In fact, the president has been there almost every weekend in recent weeks. During a press briefing that took place earlier today, the Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw, standing with representatives from the FBI and Secret Service, he detailed what they know now. He said that a man around 1:30 in the morning made it into the perimeter at Mar-a-Lago, and that a deputy and 2 Secret Service agents on the detail went to investigate. Take a listen.
They confronted a white male that was carrying a gas can and a shotgun. He was ordered to drop those 2 pieces of equipment that he had with him, at which time he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun to a shooting position.
That's it.
At that point in time, the deputy and the 2 Secret Service agents fired.
That's it. It was over. They shouldn't even say nothing no more. They should say at that time, it was over right there. Right there was over. You put down the gas can. Okay, you have one more thing to do. He didn't. It's over. It was over.
At that point in time, the deputy and the 2 Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat. He is deceased at the scene.
Authorities have said that this man
Neutralize the threat. That's another word for pump holes in them.
and was in his early 20s and from North Carolina. He was reported missing recently by a family member. Now, the sheriff did say that his deputies are always wearing body cameras, and so We could see some of that footage in the future there, but the FBI is the lead agency on this. They will be responsible for handling any questions going forward. And we did hear from FBI Director Kash Patel a little while ago. He posted on social media. He said, quote, "The FBI is dedicating all necessary resources in the investigation of this morning's incident at President Trump's Mar-a-Lago, where an armed individual was shot and killed after unlawfully entering the perimeter. We will continue working closely with Secret Service as well as state and federal partners, and will provide updates as we are able." They are currently processing the scene and analyzing any evidence. They've also asked people in the area that if they have any doorbell camera footage that does seem suspicious, could be related to this, that they should contact authorities.
All right. Thank you, Julia. Still a lot of questions at this point. I want to bring in CNN Chief Law Enforcement and Intelligence Analyst John Miller. You've been talking to your sources here. What does this investigation look like at this point?
Well, what they're trying to do, Omar, is to backtrack through the last 24 hours or more since this individual was reported missing. He's a 22-year-old man from the area of Cameron, North Carolina, and it appears he drove there to Mar-a-Lago. One of the things that was found in the vehicle, his Volkswagen SUV, was the box for the shotgun. So investigators believe that he left his North Carolina home, stopped along the way perhaps, and purchased that shotgun and the gasoline, and then drove.
This got to be some type of mental illness, guys. It doesn't make sense. Right now, it's not making sense to me. Why would you leave the box of shotguns when you enter into property? Because, I mean, a shotgun doesn't hold much bullets. I mean, I understand that you maybe had a couple shells with you, but you left a whole box of shotguns in the car. Doesn't make sense. You need to know that you eventually going to run out of bullets. They're going to bring it to you.
To Mar-a-Lago. One of the questions is, how did he get into that perimeter? It appears that as an employee was leaving and opened the gate to walk out, he caught the gate and walked in. He made it about 20 to 30 yards before he was confronted in that perimeter by 2 Secret Service agents and a deputy Palm Beach County sheriff. And as the sheriff said, according to their report, and the deputy does have body camera, as he was ordered to put down the shotgun and the gas can, he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun into a firing position, and all 3, both agents and the deputy, fired, killing him.
Do we know if the shotgun was loaded? I mean, obviously pointing a weapon at law enforcement, it prompts the reaction that they had here. But just on the back end of this, do we know if that shotgun was actually loaded?
You know, it's a good question, Omar, because as you point out, there's no way that those law enforcement officers would have known by seeing the shotgun whether it was loaded when it was pointed at them. But the question goes directly to, what was his intent of going into that perimeter? Did he know that President Trump wasn't there?
Yeah, but they'll know after they shot him, because obviously they checked the gun. Of course, they don't know when he was pointing at him, but once they shot him, it's what he wanted to know. Once they shot him, I'm sure they grabbed the gun and they inspected the gun and noticed if it was loaded or not. That's what the question was. To say that, I guess this guy should have said that he doesn't know. The reason why he would ask that, and I'm going to guess here, the reason why he would make that question is because if it wasn't loaded, it could have been a suicide mission. This guy could have just been suicidal. This guy probably had mental issues.
And was at the White House. Was his specific intent suicide by cop, which we've seen in a number of these incidents where people cause the police because of their own depression, mental health issues, whatever it is, to take their lives. Whether or not that shotgun is loaded will give us a better indicator of that when we find that information out from the FBI. But right now, I don't know the answer to that, but it's a good question.
Yeah. That's what you should have said.
A lot of questions still in this early stages of the investigation. John Miller, appreciate the time.
Yeah, there's another video I wanted to show you guys, because this one talks about the actual gunman. New details on man fatally shot at Trump's Mar-a-Lago. So let's meet who he is. Let's get right to it.
The FBI is now identifying the man fatally shot by 2 Secret Service agents and a sheriff's deputy at President Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. That's 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin. Now, this photo.
He looks a little bit like the guy that was shot, that tried to shoot Trump. Well, that actually shot Trump. I guess he got him a piece in the neck or whatever, but he looks kind of similar. This looks like a mental health issue. Obviously, this looks like he has mental health. They reported him missing. If they was reporting him missing, he must have had mental health. But let's just keep going.
Martin was posted to an Instagram account belonging to his brother, believing.
Wait a minute. What is his name? Hold on, guys.
That's 21-year-old Austin Tucker
Martin.
Now, this photo of Martin was posted to an Instagram account belonging to his brother, believing Martin was missing. Now, according to authorities, Martin breached a secure perimeter at the property's gate, allegedly carrying a shotgun and a gas can. Now, the president is in Washington this weekend, and the Secret Service says no other protectees were there. Joining me now with the latest is senior White House correspondent Selena Wang, along with the ABC contributor and former Secret Service.
See, guys, these are just young kids that obviously got some type of mental issues. Because somebody else would have investigated where is the president. I mean, I'm sure that they could have found out if it was somebody more calculated. So this was obviously mental health, aka suicide mission.
Service agent Donald Mahalik. Selena, I want to start with you. What are we learning about the man who was killed by agents and how this all unfolded?
Yeah, Ike, so we've received confirmation from the FBI that the person who was fatally shot at the president's Mar-a-Lago residence was Austin Tucker Martin, 21 years old, of Moore County, North Carolina. The FBI says that because this investigation is ongoing, they do not have additional information to provide at this time. Now, as you noted, this is important to mention that the president is here at the White House in Washington this weekend. He is not down in Mar-a-Lago, as he often is over the weekend. We did get some more detail about how this all went down from the Palm Beach County Sheriff at a press conference this morning. He said that about 1:30 a.m. this morning, the security detail detected that an individual had made his way into the inner perimeter of Mar-a-Lago. Then a deputy and 2 Secret Service agents, they went to the area to investigate. They confronted a man carrying a gas can and a shotgun. He was ordered to drop them. He put down the gas can, but the sheriff says that he raised the shotgun to a shooting position and that it was at that time that the deputy and 2 Secret Service agents fired their weapons. Authorities said that this individual died at the scene. Again, Austin Tucker.
Oh, look at the gas can. He was about to put like shit on fire.
Tucker Martin, 21 years old, of Moore County, North Carolina.
Don, as Selena mentioned, President Trump is in Washington and was not at Mar-a-Lago when this happened. What is the difference in security when he's there versus when he's not?
Yeah, so when the president is there, of course, the Secret Service enhances its security perimeter, enhances its personnel, and enhances its security positioning of its personnel at Mar-a-Lago to make sure that this president is kept safe and that they establish the 3 rings of protection. When he's not there, Mar-a-Lago is a private club, so it functions like a private club. So the Secret Service has a detail assigned there to maintain the security integrity of Mar-a-Lago, but they're there also to help facilitate the club's operations because they can't inhibit the club from doing its business. So it's the Secret Service is able to have a flexible approach in this case and in most situations, and it is different when the protectee is there and when the protectee is not there.
Now, Selena, what are administration officials saying?
Yeah, so the Attorney General Pam Bondi said that she's been in touch with the president, that they are coordinating with federal partners throughout the morning about the incident and how it went down. She says she is grateful that the president is safe and that law enforcement are also safe. But remember that this is not the first time involving an armed suspect at one of the president's properties in Florida. Remember that back in September 2024, Secret Service agents opened fire on Ryan Routh. He was standing with a rifle near a fence on the perimeter of one of the president's golf courses while the president was playing a round of golf. Routh was actually convicted of trying to assassinate the president and was sentenced to life in prison earlier this month. We have not yet heard directly from the president, though, on this incident from this morning.
All right, Selena Wang and Donald Mahalik, thank you both.
The Secret Service says a man in his early...
Wow, guys. Wow. I just hope this doesn't continue, guys. I just hope this does not continue. But I think this was a mental health issue, guys. They're going to find out more about it. Because yeah, they reported him missing. His brother reported him missing. So obviously, something is wrong with him. Obviously, this wasn't a calculated attack. This was something, I guess, that occurred to him. We'll find out more. Hopefully, we'll hear from his families. Guys, you already know, man. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the screen. Thank you very much for watching. Peace, love, and God bless.